friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today we are finally starting our cottage garden. This has been a dream of mine for a long time, and while it's still very much a work in progress, I wanted to bring you along from the very beginning. This started from a vision and the longing to grow flowers that I could enjoy. All of our flower beds here are mainly bushes, landscaping with rock, and you can't really plant a lot of things that grow and divide over the years, and that is what I really wanted to do. I knew I wanted a garden, so I got a vision in my head of what that garden could potentially look like, and we really just brought it to life. I wanted a little pathway with a little area in the middle that you could put a table or chairs and just sit and enjoy the garden. I knew I wanted an arch with beautiful climbing roses, and I just wanted lots of roses and flowers throughout, and something that I could build on over the years. So thank God for my husband, because I definitely wouldn't have been able to do this without him. He tilled up all of the ground here, and this was no easy task. There were lots of roots, and it was a big job, but we got the ground all tilled up. We brought in some soil and compost and mixed everything in, and I was really happy with the layer of soil that we had to work with. I was watching this garden tour when I first came across this apple espalier tree on a fence, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen anything like that. I thought it was so beautiful, and literally the next day I walk into the garden center, and what do I see? An apple espalier tree, and I brought it home. They grow flat against the wall, and I planted it here against the cottage because I had had it for over a month, and I was like, I have no place to plant this. I just bought it on a whim, so I'm hoping it does okay here. It's got 3 or 4 different variations of apples that will grow on it, so I'm really excited to see if it grows fruit. If you have any espalier tips or tricks, please leave them below in the comments, because I need all the help I can get. Now, this is what everything looked like immediately after tilling. We had a lot of work to do, picking out all of the roots and grass and everything. And then, like I said before, we mixed in compost and soil and everything. I think it was just compost. I don't believe I got any footage of us doing all of that, because this is either the next day or a few days later. Probably the next day. We had all the soil amended and started planting some of the plants that we already had. I've already planned on starting a garden journal where I can track all of the plants that I have in here so I don't forget what they are, because these purple ones, while they don't look so good the day that we planted them, because they had sat in pots for longer than I would have liked after picking them up at the plant nursery, but I can't remember if they are salvia or Russian sage or something else, but they are big and beautiful and thriving, and the bees absolutely love them. If you have any suggestions of some must-haves that I should plant in my garden, I am in zone 7A. I would love for you to drop them down below in the comments. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and keep watching if you want to see the finished look. I can't believe how amazing everything turned out. Fun. It is a new day, and we got a garden arch. I think I ordered this from Wayfair. It is so good. I will leave the link below if you want to check it out. It is white and it's got like a chippy effect to it, and it is a great height, very wide, and it was just the perfect addition to the garden. Also, all that grass is not where plants are going to be. We're not quite tilling that up all the way. We are going to be putting some heavy duty plastic down and putting a walking path there. So that is what we are about to do next. We got a big load of this walking path gravel that we are going to use for this project. Can you see it now? The vision is starting to come together. I know it took a while for me to get there, especially when we were mapping it out, because that was very stressful because it was so hard to imagine what it was going to look like. And I was trying to stay, budget friendly and relatively simple with the design, and I think this is a perfect little area. You can just walk out and go underneath the arch, which I can't wait until it is just filled with climbing roses. And I'm still thinking about what to put in the middle. I've came up with several ideas, like a bistro set or even like a concrete table with benches around it. I almost bought, but I'm still on the fence of what I am going to put there. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you think. The garden is finally shaping up. We added some dark brown mulch today, which really transformed everything. Yesterday we did the rocks, which we've got a bunch of footprints in, but I guess that's just how it's gonna be. It was all nice and smooth. We put some stepping stones in there. We were thinking about putting something in the middle, but I don't know. I was just like, I don't know what we would do, so we just did the rocks. I'm going to either put like a fountain or like a cast iron bistro set or something, maybe both in the middle. We just have some plants out here right now because I just want to slowly curate it. I didn't want to just hurry up and buy a bunch of plants because I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I am worried about like digging in the mulch and messing it up, but I guess that's just part of it. I got this cute little pink dragonfly, which the paint's already starting to chip off, so that's a bummer. We're probably going to eventually do some edging, but we just didn't know what we wanted to do at first. We're going to add a porch onto the front of this eventually, so that's why the mulch abruptly stops right there, and we did just run out and not have enough to do that small little existing bed, so we'll have to go get some more for that. And my arch, I am so excited about that. I've got some creeping roses. I wanted Eden creeping roses, but I'm very impatient, so I think I have New Dawn, which are somewhat similar, but if I ever find Eden ones, I might swap them out, who knows. I'm really happy with the edging that we chose. It's like this rubbery edging with a slight scalloped edge, so we'll probably do that around the edge eventually. I've got several other rose bushes. I saved the tags, but I can't tell you what they are right now. Just random ones that I've seen. And I am so excited to get planting in here and start putting stuff out here, like the little seating area. But I've already got this chair moved over because I was just sitting there and gazing at the garden. I've got my oh my gosh, what is that tree called? Eastern redbud tree. My husband, the mower broke, so he didn't get to mow back there the other day. He has to get a part for it, but that's an Eastern redbud tree. We have it wrapped up because there are deer, which the deer, she lives right there, and she has 2 babies. Well, there's like 10 of them, but I'll show you a clip of them because I can't see them right now, but she's always there. Oh my, there's a bird fight. And I brought my Venus de Milo out here that I had in the family room. I wonder if this was originally a garden statue. I got it at an antique store and I just love her. So I thought she would be fitting out here in the rose garden. We did pick up these lilies and they are just stunning. But so far, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So far I have 6 rose bushes out here. I got these mandevilla and they're just temporarily there to kind of see if they grow up this arch, because it'll probably take 2 to 3 years for these roses to start doing anything. So I've seen people use these as a placeholder. I'm not thrilled with how I have them sitting there, or the pots really, but I just found those pots on my back deck that something else came in, but I'm not exactly sure if I'll keep them there in the pots. I thought about planting them, but then I was like, wait, it's gonna be so close to the rose bush. I didn't really know how to maneuver it. So if you have any thoughts or tips, I could use them, because I feel like I'm doing so many things wrong, but I really don't know. That is about it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I am so excited for this beautiful garden that we have created in our backyard at the little olive cottage. It is going to be such a peaceful place to relax. I have lots more summer projects on the way, and guys, fall is just around the corner and I am already getting prepared. So stay tuned for that as well. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you don't miss out on a video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.